I'm Gary Laubach, along with Morning Call reporter and Patriot League expert Tom Housenick. And what a better guest to have on the opening day of the Patriot League. And Tom just went through going over the entire league in his column today. So nobody more familiar with the league than you are. But let's get your credentials here first. How many years have you been doing this now?
This is year 14, so I've been around a little bit.
You've been around a little bit, and I know you cover primarily Lafayette Lehigh, primarily the Leopards. So let's talk a little bit about this first half. Lafayette playing a little shorthanded, making themselves even more shorthanded with foul problems. The Leopards are struggling a little bit.
Well, there's no question, especially offensively. They only have so many weapons when Seth Hendricks, your leading scorer, is not out there. Again, you can't have foul trouble when you're down to about 7 bodies that really should be playing. So I think they're really going to have to find ways to score by generating something on defense at this point.
You mentioned it today, too, about Army. When you talk about bodies, nobody can throw more bodies at a basketball team than Army does. And Zach Spiker is doing just that today. He's done it all year.
Well, and they got guys who can play. They got guys that can play on the defensive end. They've always had that. But now they've got some guys who can create their own offense, which is something they've been lacking. And again, when you have numbers like that and you're playing a shorthanded team, eventually you're going to wear them out. And right now that's what they're doing.
You know, as we look at the league, Boston University picked to win the league. Lafayette picked to finish second, but that's with Seth Hendricks in the lineup for sure. And Army picked to finish third. I know both of us know very little right now about Boston University, but they do look indeed like the most talented team in the league.
Well, they've got experience at every position, and like you said, they've got a lot of talent. Right now, their best player in the preseason player of the year, DJ Irving, didn't even start today. He's struggling with his game. He's trying to get adjusted to a new position. They've got him more at the off guard with Maurice Watson really developing at the point. So they're still the team to beat, and they've got some time to figure things out with DJ Irving. But I think, again, they're the team that everybody's going to be pointing to come February.
It's been many years since we've talked about Army as a potential Patriot League champion. Do you think they have the talent and the ability, or is it more about that they have enough bodies in order to make anybody suffer through 40 minutes of basketball?
The way they're playing right now, this is the team I think everybody expected 11 games ago. They haven't played very well so far. They've had 2 really bad losses to Division I teams they never should have lost to. But again, this is still sophomores primarily playing for them. Again, we'll see how they develop when they find out that, hey, everybody's gearing for them come February. I think they're still going to be in the top 4, but I would be surprised if they're in a championship game.
And I guess if we look ahead a little bit, as young as Lafayette is and as young as Army is, these 2 teams could be battling for Patriot League championships the next couple of years.
Oh, there's no question. The league is young. The talent that's there's only a handful of guys that are seniors. And you look at some of the players who aren't playing now. Murphy Bernatowski at Colgate's out. Don't know how long he'll be gone. Tillman Dunbar at Navy. Any chance they had of moving up, he's got to be healthy. Again, if talk about Seth Hendricks here. If he's out extended period of time, Lafayette's in trouble. Again, it's a wide open league. I think that's what's going to make it the most fun the next 2 months is that you've got teams from the bottom half of the bracket that potentially could be contenders. We haven't talked about Holy Cross, another team, even though they lost today at Boston. They've got a chance. It's going to be a fun, unpredictable 2 months, I think.
And before we even get off of the Leopards, Fran O'Hanlon's MO over the years has been to really be good in February and early March. And it appears that get Seth back, get Alan Flanagan back, that they could very well be very good again at the end of the season.
If I got a team in this league, I want Frank coaching. There's no doubt about it. He has a way of finding guys that just get better as the season goes on, whether they're freshmen. I think we've seen the progression already at Nick Linder. I think he's going to be a fantastic point guard in this league. And again, he just seems so much more confident now, and here we are the first couple of days of January as opposed to what we saw in November. I think there's no doubt they're going to be better, but if they're not healthy, they're going to have real problems.
Who do you see as the sleeper in the league, as somebody that we haven't talked about? Perhaps it's Colgate.
I thought all along before they played a game, I thought Colgate was going to be markedly better. This is the third year now. They've got transfers, guys who have sat out that they've brought in that are playing major minutes. I think Austin Tillotson, and a lot of people never heard of this guy. He can score and he can handle the ball. He's a real good combo point guard. I think he's going to be a special player. And again, Murphy Bernatowski can score from anywhere, but now he's not the only alternative. They've got a 6'10 post kid who can play. Again, a transfer who sat out last year. So if there's anybody who's going to make a major move, I think it's them. But I also think Holy Cross is one team that if they don't make a move this year, you're going to see a change, because this is 4 years now where they've really kind of struggled, and that's not acceptable up there.
I think Tom has given you a good handle on what this league is going to be like. It's going to be an outstanding year, I think, in the Patriot League. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the numbers. The highlights are also around the corner. Stay with us on the Lafayette Sports Network.